So today we got a few clips lined up. Get out your popcorn and stuff like that. I'm going to talk about them today. We were talking about women attacking men and men having to be the bigger man. So we're going to start this off with what I seen yesterday and one part of what inspired this topic. Shaq's ex-wife said she doesn't know if she ever loved Shaq. What she wrote in her new book was, looking back, I don't know if I was ever really in love with the man, but I was in love with the idea of being married to the man I had a family with. I was in love with the idea of building a life together. I truly did enjoy spending time with him. NBA road trips allowed me to be with my husband and experience the NBA life for a little while. Now, granted, they haven't been together 20 or 15 years, somewhere in that ballpark, probably more. But, Shaq did cheat on her eons ago and shit like that. But you know what women do. They get in the books, they do exposés and things of that nature. So she gets to tell the world that she didn't love her ex-husband. What is Shaq's response? Shaq says, I understand. I wouldn't have been in love with me either. Wishing you all the best. Heart. All love, Shaq. So he has a very mature response to her immature exposure. Because even women are all over social media saying that that was tacky and that she should have kept that to herself and that they wouldn't say that even if they felt it. That's what they're saying. Women are saying that all over the internet. So it's bad. But this is the thing. They're still going to buy Shawnee's book. Shawnee is still going to be cool. This is not going to stop none of Shawnee motion or nothing like that. And she gets to pretty much shit on a relationship that her and Shaq had. Even though Shaq has came out and said something in the past few years like he really wish he had made it work with Shawnee and stuff like that, she gets to be bitter, and that's what it is. So let's move to the next one, which is going to be Dave Coulier, the guy from Full House. He's talking about Alanis Morissette, who wrote a nasty song about him called You Ought to Know in the 90s. And yeah, let's listen to how he responded to that 20 years later.
I'm listening to the lyrics going, ooh, oh no. Oh, I can't be this guy. And I went to the record store, bought the CD, and I went and I parked on a street and I listened to the whole record, and there was a lot of familiar stuff in there that her and I had talked about, like your shake is like a fish. I'd go, hey, dead fish me, and we'd do this dead fish handshake. And so I started listening to it and I thought, ooh, I think I may have really hurt this woman. And that was my first thought. And so years later, we reconnected, and she couldn't have been sweeter. And I said, what do you want me to say when people ask me about this relationship? And she said, you can say whatever you want. So she was really sweet about it. She was kind. I'll tell you the kind of person she is. When my sister Sharon was dying with cancer, Alanis was living in Toronto. My sister was in Detroit. She actually drove to Detroit with her guitar and sat with my sister playing songs and singing to my sister in the hospital.
Wow.
That's the kind of human being she is.
Yeah.
So I've never had anything bad to say about her. She's lovely.
Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Another very mature yet favorable response to women public slander, to a woman's public slander of the individual giving a favorable response. And this guy, he didn't do shit except move on a little too fast, maybe. He didn't cheat. He just moved on too fast. So the last set of clips that I'm going to show you, I'm going to show the first one, which is a balloon pop dating clip there, but both of the clips are going to be from the same episode. The clips are going to run back to back. The first one, what you want to watch for is how the one woman is insulting the man. We're just going to watch them one at a time. And just how he responds and how he doesn't begin to insult her back or anything like that.
Pop yours. You ain't fucking with me?
Personally, you talk like my little brother.
Oh, hold on. Let me go ahead. Go
How
on
old are you?
back.
I'm 26.
Okay.
And you talk like my little brother. I feel like I'm talking to my Chicago as well.
Oh,
Isn't that crazy?
okay.
Yeah, you're very gorgeous though, but I don't like that you put the fake flower in your vest trying to make it look better than what it was.
Yeah.
I don't like that you brought a fake briefcase. There's probably nothing in there, and it's also halfway open. You should probably close it. Also, I
What
don't
would
like
be
that the fact
considered
that
a
you
fake
put your
briefcase?
hat.
What would be
Why do you have the
considered
hat
a
on?
fake briefcase, though?
Fake
I mean,
briefcase
the
and
hair
there's
done.
something-
It's done. It's
So
done,
why
dog.
didn't you show your hair?
That's what I wanted to do today.
I don't understand. I just want to see your hair though.
I get it. You feel me? I've dealt with, you feel me, Chicago women most of my life. You okay? You feel me? Me and your brother probably sound alike because we done been through the same struggles. You feel me? But I could respect that. I just wanted to know what you was thinking about. That's all that was.
It's just weird talking to my little brother. So
No problem. You can't say little. We the same age, darling. Let's be respectful.
you sound like him though.
That's
So
because we from
talking-
the same place. So you don't like
No,
you don't
it's
like
not.
people from your hometown.
I never said
and
that.
that's respectful. I can respect
I
that.
just want a man with a higher vocabulary,
Okay.
which you don't have on your day-to-day speak. Speaking to all the other women, trust. I know you're good.
I talk like where I was born from. I got a real like respect. I can't let you, like, you feel me, throw down what I've been through. You feel me?
I never said what you went through
I'm just
was-
saying though, you tried though, darling.
No, I
you feel me?
didn't.
So I want you to know, like, I'm really from struggle. I speak a
great.
certain type of way, but I've searched for education. I have a bachelor's
That's
degree.
fine.
You feel me? What I do right now, I work with people every day. So I don't want you to just throw shade on hood niggas in general.
wasn't throwing shade
I
on you,
speak with a
love.
little slang. I got a little hood to me, but I'm educated, baby.
No, that's
We can
fine.
move forward. Thank you.
Now, I watched that clip a million times and it's like super viral, but there's something on this 1,000,001 time that I just noticed. Look at how the woman berates him and all that stuff. You have to look at the host that's holding the mic. You have to look at her face. She's making little faces here and there, but the faces are not that crazy. They're just like, When the man says, "You okay?" You hear something happen in the background, but you also see the chick with the mic's face drop. Like, he just said the worst thing. What he just said, when he said, "You're okay," that was just so shocking. But this chick just tried to really take dude up top. She really tried to take a wet, sloppy, runny shit on him. But just the smallest thing, just the smallest "you okay" from a man to a woman, that is shocking. That is worth a face drop. Even though it's polite, that was just, that was the most reaction. That was the most reactive comment that was said during the whole thing. Fuck that she's ripping this dude to shreds and that he's being polite and he's trying to keep it respectful. No, the fact that he said she's okay. They cannot take what they dish out, bro. They cannot take what they dish out. They know it. The women around them know it. And guess what? We know it too. We know it too. So what we're going to do now, we're going to go to another clip from the same episode of that dating show, the balloon popping. Now, this guy, I'm not, because we're running on time and stuff like that. This guy, he basically was like letting some of the chicks have it. And when they heard it, they were popping their balloons and stuff like that. Now, the exchange I'm about to post, if you go and watch the full episode of the balloon date and stuff, this chick in the green, first off, she's a scammer. She was exposed after this episode. She's like one of those baseball or football players that had like some like blackmail, sex scandals and stuff like that. She's one of the chicks who was doing the blackmail, sex scandals and stuff. And she about to go to jail. She's about to go to jail, family. But we didn't know that when this aired. But anyways, the chick in the green that he's about to talk to, she was the most ruthless on that set, making fun of every man, letting every man have it. She was just unruly. It was just crazy how just rude she was and belligerent. But remember the other video I put up the other day about how women love to play victim, the bear video. They love to play victim, not be victims. They love to play victim. So after this woman has berated every single dude that has come out, she sees a dude that got nuts and he's finally berating these women back. She pops her balloon. Watch how she responds to this man.
Let's go right back over here. Why did you end up popping your balloon for him?
He seems like volatile, dangerous. Like if I were to say like I'm not interested or something, he might accost me.
What do you mean?
Accost me, like belittle me or put me down if I like. It seems like you're not good with like a negative comment.
Me?
So you.
No, not at all, sweetheart.
Okay, well, see, that's that sweetheart. Yeah, I just observed and I noticed that, but that's all.
As far as you, he was straight. He was alright. But you got your own opinion. Can't knock you for it.
Yeah.
If you look at that, him saying sweetheart, they took offense to that. And like I mentioned, women like to play victim. So she said that he is dangerous and volatile, even though through the whole shit, she's really been clowning dudes, letting them have it. She wanted to paint herself as a vulnerable person and paint him as a vicious attacker. It is a tactic. What she did is a tactic. And this is the thing. We're going to wrap it up. Women love to dish it. They love to dish it. They feed into their dark impulses. When it comes to how they're like big children. What they feel, they do. In most situations, there are no social situations. There are no consequences for them acting like this. As a guy, you know, the only way you don't have to watch what you say is if A, you are dealing with somebody who you know is not going to do shit. B, you are just a superior physical specimen and all of that shit. Or C, even if neither one of those is the case, and this guy really might be somebody who would do some shit, you're cool with that. You're cool with engaging in combat if it came down to that with that individual. That's what it comes. When it comes to man disrespect, it's a whole different level that it can get to. I know some of you might not be into some of this stuff, but when Mike Epps and Shannon Sharp got into it, this is a comedian and an athlete. Shannon Sharp didn't like the jokes. He threatened to put hands on Buddy. And Buddy is a professional comedian as far as Mike Epps. What did Mike Epps do? He said, I don't do no fighting. You got to come to my city. You better watch out. Basically threatening him, threatening his life. So that's where shit goes with guys. As far as girls, it's a whole different thing. So we watch what we say for the most part. And we understand what comes with what we say to another man. But when it comes to women, they have no consequence when it comes to them saying disparaging things about men. And the thing about this, some of the women, like the two mates, they're coming from a hurt place. And these other women who are slandering the man on his dating show, they're coming from a place of, let me get some clout. This is going to be fun. Let's slander some dudes. Like, let's do that. Now, this is the thing. When we get to the men, as far as why men don't match their energy, why men are always the bigger person in these situations, it's really strictly because of optics. It's not because they are just so mature and da-da-da-da-da. No, remember I said the women don't have consequences. They don't really measure out the consequences. They just feed into their impulses and stuff like that. When a man gets insulted by a woman, in a lot of cases, he's going to think. He's going to think where this could go. He's going to think how this could look. And what is he going to do? He's going to have the most favorable response to the general public. And it's for a lot of reasons. like his reputation. He doesn't want to jeopardize any pussy, and he doesn't want to be an outcast or anything like that. Just all types of shit like that. And as far as men, I've seen men, and I've actually been one before, multiple times, where you match a chick's energy as far as the insult she's throwing or the disrespect that she's throwing. And it can get explosive. And let me tell you, I've seen women cry. I've seen women cry. I've seen women threaten to get their brothers, and, you know, I've seen women try to hit guys and things of that nature. Once you match it, because again, they don't really process any of this. They just feed into whatever they feel. You know, so they do that, and it gets really ugly. And guess who never cries? The guy doesn't cry. Guess who's not going to call their brothers? The guy. Guess who's not going to hit them? The guy. The guy is going to keep it at words. She's going to try and say shit that could cut deep, but at the end of the day, you have to remember that women are fragile. So it won't be too hard to get her more piped up with your words. Men know this, and we don't even want to take it there. We don't even want to take it there. Because at the end of the day, if it comes down to something like you can't handle it in the same way that you would handle a situation with a man, and again, the optics, it's just going to look bad in general as far as the optics. So please leave a comment. Let me know what you thought. Like the video and also subscribe. I have more videos coming soon. I will see y'all later.